Hi guys, welcome back on board to the Crypto Cruiser. Today we're going to talk about Kaspa and what Kaspa is all about. Of course, what makes it unique. We're going to talk some chart analysis, Kaspa compared to the dollar and Kaspa compared to the Bitcoin chart. And of course, we're going to talk about, the grandfather of all the coins, Bitcoin. And I've told you in the earlier video that I anticipate huge bullish momentum on the upside because the bulls they have an absolute control of this market, and they're pushing the prices way higher than what used to be. Um, so pretty much, as I've told you, I anticipate. Actually, I found something interesting. If we zoom in here, that looks like a giant cup handle. So basically, from price of around 73 to 49, so that's a price target. So potentially we can go test price of around 93, 94,000. We're almost there. Of course, we almost hit 86,000. So perhaps we're gonna come back at certain point to price of around 80, 81,000. We're gonna test this huge resistance line that we had tests in April of 2021. We had another test in November, previous all-time high of 2021. We had another test in March of this year, and potentially we can come and test this huge early resistance line, and then potentially, as I've mentioned, we can go to prices of above 94, 95,000. Perhaps we'll correct again, and then we're going to hit 100,000. I'm not going to be surprised at all. And of course, when once we are into this cycle, once Bitcoin start consolidating prices above its previous all-time high, potentially between 80 and 100,000, I think some of the altcoins has the potential to outperform Bitcoin, and Kaspa is one of those coins. But let's just talk about Kaspa and what Kaspa is all about. Kaspa is a proof-of-work cryptocurrency which implements the GhostDAG protocol. Unlike traditional blockchains, GhostDAG does not orphan blocks created in parallel, rather allows them to coexist and orders them in consensus. The Kaspa blockchain is actually a block DAG. This generalization of Nakamoto consensus allows for secure operations while maintaining very high block rates, currently 1 block per second. So it's absolutely amazingly fast, and minuscule confirmation times dominated by internet latency. The Kaspa implementation includes a lot of cool features such as reachability to query the DAC topology, block data pruning with near future plans for block header pruning, SPV proofs, and later subnetwork support, which will make future implementation of layer 2 solutions much easier. So Kaspa is very fast. It's extremely fast. It's probably one of the fastest out there, and is completely decentralized, and is super secure. So these three components make Kaspa absolutely unique and very valuable. Of course, another component is that they have a huge fan base, and there's a lot of people who actually subscribe to that network. And according to the Metcalfe law, what makes one network truly valuable and truly special is the actual participants who are into that network. So according to that law, Kaspa is a very valuable. It's very valuable chain. On the market capitalization, so the circulating supply is around 25 billion, and altogether the maximum supply is 28 billion 700 million. So uh, over 90% of the maximum supply is already in circulation, which is a very positive sign. And at the time of recording this video, one Kaspa coin for Kas is around 15 cents, and market capitalization of around 3 billion 800 million. So in order for Kaspa to go at price of around $1, we need at this very moment 25 billion market capitalization. In order for Kaspa to go price of around $4, that will be at market supply, market capitalization of around 100 billion. So is that possible? I think that potentially this can potentially happen. Of course, anything I say in this video, it is not a financial advice. It's for pure entertainment purposes. And before you do anything, do your diligence and make your own research. Why do I think that Kaspa can potentially go to 100 billion market capitalization or around 20x from here? Well, it's quite simple, because if you look at the history of what happened in 2021, such a chain such as Dogecoin, which is a meme coin, not only Dogecoin but BNB, Cardano, ADA, of course, um, they went over 100 billion market capitalization, and I think Kaspa has the potential to do that, especially compared to the Dogecoin. If you compare the fundamentals, Kaspa compared to Dogecoin, I don't think they're the same. I think Kaspa is way more valuable. Of course, that's just my personal opinion. Again, that's not a financial advice. Let's look at the charts. So what I'm seeing right now, I've told you, we are here right now. Since its launch, Kaspa has been hitting nothing but high highs and high lows, which is a bullish signal. Not only that, but we consolidated here into this huge bullish channel pattern, as you can clearly see on the weekly chart, and we actually came out of it. That was just a fake out, as I've told you, and we bounced back into it. So we are basically testing this huge. So that was a support before. At certain point, it turned out to be resistance. We went back in, we went above it, and now we're testing it as support. So I'm not gonna be surprised in the immediate short term to go and test prices of around 22, between 22 and 25 cents, hitting all-time highs, and to snap out of this huge resistance line that we've tested here in November of 2023. We tested it again in February of 2024, and again in June of 2024. So potentially, as I've said, if we go to above 25 cents, we come back to 23 cents. We turn this huge resistance line into support, and then perhaps we're going to have the continuation of the trend on the upside, and we can start hitting prices of quickly to 50 cents and potentially $1. And as I've mentioned, I'm not going to be surprised once we have a true price discovery, and once Bitcoin consolidates between price of around 100,000, Kaspa to go exponentially higher and potentially go market capitalization of around 100 billion, or prices between $3.75 and $4. I'm not going to be surprised, but then again, that's not a financial advice. And if we look at the charts, Kaspa compared to the Bitcoin, I mean, we had here a huge bounce right now. We are just having a little bit of a consolidation, and I'm not going to be surprised if we go and test this huge resistance line that we've tested multiple times. We'll come back here. If we break it, we test this huge resistance line, we turn into support, and then the measurement will be prices of, this is just in the immediate short term, at around 50,000. And right now we're at around 17,000. So that'll be prices of 4x compared to the Bitcoin chart. And potentially, if Bitcoin goes even further than that, and if we double from here, which I don't know if we can double from here, but let's see, that'll be at around 8x multiply 15, so that's above $1. But this is just in the immediate short term. I anticipate once we have a price discovery, Kaspa to go even further than that. Of course, and anything I say in this video, it is not a financial advice. I have to repeat. And before you do anything, do your diligence and make your own research. Once again, guys, thank you all. Thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. It's for absolutely free. And if you want to get my crypto guidebook or my other book, The Art of Chart Analysis, filled, in my personal opinion, with very useful information, where you can gain quite a lot of knowledge and basically become a more sophisticated trader, you can get that book if you subscribe to my Patreon. Not only that, but with that subscription comes exclusive content with the most undervalued, underappreciated coins out there, with 50 to 100x potential. Of course, that's not a financial advice. Once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see each other later on. Goodbye.